I'm back in the building. Yep. I'm back in the building. So I want to talk about something today. I want to talk about knowing yourself. You know what I'm talking about? I want to talk about knowing thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself, boy. No one will know you like you know you. So when you know yourself, right? So you basically have to believe in yourself to believe in anything. So when you was a child, it was telling you to believe in Jesus, believe in Allah, believe in and Buddha, believe in all this different stuff. But I guarantee you, before they was telling you about that, they were saying you had to believe in yourself. You can do it. You can do it. Because when you started walking, what they told you, you can walk. You can walk. You can walk. Come on, you can do it. Because I know I did it with my kids. You know what I'm saying? You can eat this food. Come on, here you go. Spoon by spoon, trying to get you spitting it out. They're like, you can do it. You can do it. So when all this other stuff started, when they started telling you that you had to believe in this one or believe in that one, it's because it was indoctrinating you to believe in something other than yourself. But the thing that they was telling you to believe in, right, was already in the inside of you. See, in the Bible it said the kingdom of heaven is within you. All right. And I think it's 1 John 4:4. It says, you are of God, right? Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Because God is in you. So every time you look in the mirror, you should see the Most High. And you should believe that you can do all things through what's in you. You see what I'm saying? But they got to just throw their shit in there because they want you to believe in this, that, and the third. Look at all the stuff going everywhere from the construction site. You know, I'm getting that in. You know what I'm saying? We build buildings. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm back in the building, because we build buildings. But I want y'all to realize that you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? You know, some dudes, they get married and they wife in the beginning, when she first met him, she believed in him. I've been in relationships. When you no longer relate to one another, the relationship is over. If she can't relate that you can protect her, that you are great, that you are outstanding, that you are everything better than anything that she has ever encountered in her life as far as the relationship goes, she will no longer want to be your spouse. Or he will no longer want to be your husband. Which is a great thing indeed for two to come together. Or your partner. Let's not forget about our friends. So we have to go ahead and believe in ourselves. So when Peter walked on water in the Bible, right? I think it's like Matthew 12, chapter 22 and through 33 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's in Matthew in one of the books, in one of the chapters, verse. I'm sure it's at the end of it though, the verse. Whatever. Anyway, they say the one that they called Jesus was walking on the water in the midst of the storm. And Peter asked, could he go out to him? And he said, come. And Peter went to walking on the water. He was walking on that shit for a second. And then all of a sudden, Peter lost confidence in himself. And he began to sink into the water. But then the one that they called Jesus grabbed him and said, son. Oh, he grabbed him, pulled him up. He said, why did you doubt? King James Version. Why did you doubt? He didn't say why you doubted in me. You know, he lacked faith in himself. Christ also said that Jesus, the Christ, also said If you had the faith of a mustard seed, you would be able to move mountains, because mustard seeds can crack mountains in half when they go to growing. When the seed sprouts, the vine that comes out of the mustard seed will crack a whole mountain in half. Did you know that? That's why he got the metaphor from. But we have to believe in ourselves. We have to continue to believe in ourselves. You have to move at a pace and challenge yourself daily. If you got something that you involved in, right, and you felt like you have reached your pinnacle, meaning that you have reached your maximum capacity at it, and you ain't old and gray and in a wheelchair, you need to stop doing that shit. Thinking like that. You need to stop doing that shit. You need to start thinking that, nah, I need to go hard. I need to go harder. I need to push myself more. I need to make sure that whatever it is that I need to do, I need to test myself daily. So it's very, very important that when you look in the mirror, you try to find ways to perfect that, not only that flesh, you know what I'm saying, the appearance of yourself, you know what I'm saying, but you should be trying to bring your spirits up, meaning that you should only be one spirit. It shouldn't be multiple spirits going on inside of you. It should be one. You should know who you are, and you shouldn't be acting like nobody else. And until you go ahead and tap into who you are, you will never, ever, ever be able to conquer what it is that you have to conquer. You'll never know your purpose. Your purpose will be hidden from you because you're acting like a clone. You're being a copy of something else. You're a copycat. You know what I'm saying? You're a copycat. You're trying to be like somebody else. And we know a lot of people that do it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I joke with my kids and I'll be like, you're a silly Billy. You know what I'm saying? You're a silly Billy. No, you're being silly because you're a silly Billy. And I tease them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This and all in fun. But at the end of the day, all of my kids are being themselves. And I know it. Because if I thought that they wasn't, I will correct them right on the spot because I know them. That's why some of our grandmothers and our mothers stop us in our tracks and be like, what's going on with you? Because they know how you always have behaved from the first, before you even started knowing, before you became conscious. And they saw you becoming conscious. And when you became conscious, who you were and who you're acting like today. So at the end of the day, we have to know who we are. You can't be doubting yourself. Once doubt starts setting in, that's some other shit. That's a whole nother spirit that's trying to get in you. You ever notice that when people go and start hanging around other people, because people they used to say when I was growing up, we used to be like, you two-faced. You know what I'm saying? You can't be double-minded. Meaning that you double-minded. You see, you two-faced it. You go and hang with this person, and then when I come around, you want to hang with me. And then when that one come back around, you leave me, you want to go hang with them. You got to pick you know what I'm saying? Some people take offense to that. Like, I always was a solo dolo person. Like, I hang out with my partner, Wop. You heard him, Treg, he passed away. You know what I'm saying? He resting right now. But you know, he's no longer with us. But I'll be with him, you know what I'm saying, a couple neighborhood, but mostly, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to down nobody that know me and who hung out with me in the past, but people would hang out with me because I never was a follower. I mean, don't get me twisted. There was a time in my life as I started losing myself because I was going through a season. And I started like doing stuff like, you know, smoking a lot of weed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna tell you something, if you smoke, you abuse anything, you will forget who the fuck you is. And then you will have to go out and find yourself in the forest. And you look like every other tree that's in the fucking forest, so then you won't even recognize your own reflection. So you have to literally be going to all these different trees and be like, hey, are you me? Wait, is this me? Wait, is this me? Is this me? Because you done went into the wilderness and got fucking lost. Now you wandering around in that bitch for 40 years. That's what that fucking story was about, because that shit really was a metaphor. There ain't no fucking way. I ain't going into all that. But anyway. Yeah, let's go into that. Fuck that. How they gonna go into the wilderness? Okay. They led by a cloud by day, right? And a pillar of fire by night. And this is their God that's leading them. And as soon as Moses leave and go up on the mountain, they fucking forget that shit, that they can see their God in a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. That he fucking had Moses like just hit the water with his fucking rod, and the damn water parted and they was able to walk on dry land right before their face. They forgot all that. Defeated the greatest army, I think it was 10 plagues. All the plagues that happened to the Egyptians, they saw all that. But they forgot. That shit don't make sense. See what I'm saying? That shit just don't make sense. Not to me. I used to make it make sense by using religion to go ahead and make it make sense. But when you think about it yourself, you got to say to yourself, fuck, I don't think this shit really makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take the Bible and you read it, I guarantee you, anybody reading it with their own understanding, because it say, lean not on thy own understanding, but every word that comes out of the mouth of God. They made that clear because it didn't make sense to the person who wrote the shit. So he told you, don't lean on your own understanding. The understanding that God gave you, your mama gave you, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, your auntie, your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, don't listen to them. No. Listen to these writings right here. Make it make sense. That'll dump everything that you ever knew. This is the word of God. But some people might agree. It seemed like there's two of them. Because one created something perfect, and then the other one said, hold on, man, I regret this. Like, I repent creating man. So I'm just going to save Noah and his family and start over with them because they repented me that I created man. So I'm going to destroy them all in the flood. And one of them is almighty, and then the other one, he jealous. You got to know yourself. So if you don't know yourself, you got to, my mama used to always say, shout out mama, I know you out there being beautiful self. She used to always say, have a strong constitution on who you is. And she told me that before I went to Iraq. I went out there, got combat meritoriously promoted. I was cutting up. Nigga couldn't tell me who I was. I knew who I was. I'll work all day, go on patrols, and then go running in 130-degree temperature. You know what I'm saying? The alarm used to come on, goddamn rockets and mortars used to be falling and shit, and I walked back to my hooch. Shit didn't even, I was scared, but I knew what the fuck I was involved in. I was like, oh well, fuck it, it's over. I mean, if I die, oh well, I'm here now. This is what I do. I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me from being who I was. I knew who I was, you see what I'm saying? Key word was, because when I came back, I had so many influences that came to me and that was trying to drain me from my energy. You see what I'm saying? People that was telling me, I had people that said they loved me that was telling me that, man, you ain't really doing it right. You gotta do it, man. You know, you sound like you got a list. Cause I started doing music and shit, trying to go ahead and forget all the shit that I had been through because I had to. But these motherfuckers that came to me ain't been through shit. I mean, I can look at it now, but in the moment of it all, I didn't truly even look at the facts of the matter. Is that the people that was telling me what I needed to do and how I needed to be hadn't even went through none of the shit that I had been through. See what I'm saying? So when people come to you trying to tell you about what you need to do, look at who this motherfucker is. Because they might want to be, they might envy you, and they might be swagger jackers. That's why I used to call them swagger jackers. They come around people that got swagger and got energy, and they try to drain them of it. And then next thing you know, you'll catch and pick up on that they really acting like you. But really, you then started forgetting who the fuck you was. So then you didn't even notice that they was acting like you because you didn't even know who you was. And they noticed that you didn't know who you was because they went to telling you how you needed to change so that they can be you and you can stop being you. Took your spirit. You ever seen somebody walk in the room and they light the room up? Like everybody like, oh, not just because they beautiful, not because they handsome, but because of their energy, their vibrations that they giving off. They're just a happy person that's full of life and charisma and swagger. And people see that shit. Women see it in men and they be like, fuck. I done had women see me and they be like, oh, Lord. I can see them say it. They be like, my God. I done seen women and you know what I'm saying, and they not even be beautiful women, but actually feel their energy and be like, man, this woman right here, she's something else right there. Now see, until you tap into yourself, and how do you tap in? Let's just be real, fucking honest, real nigga stuff. You hear me? I hate to use the word nigga, excuse me. But yes, be honest, real stuff. How do you tap into what is in the inside of you? You be natural. Do the trees outside worry about if you like their leaves? Do the trees outside, do the birds that's flying around give a damn if you care about their feathers? No, they don't. You stop thinking about what everybody thinking and how everybody feel about you. And you start focusing on yourself. You go ahead and look at yourself in that mirror and you perfect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about how you look. It's about perfecting your inner man. Go ahead and stay natural, meaning natural means righteous, and righteous is natural. That's how you can differentiate what's right from wrong. You see what I'm saying? Are you doing something unnatural? That means you doing something unrighteous. You don't need a book to tell you that, but you should read that book to go ahead and get understanding on everything. With all thy getting, get understanding. Understanding on what? Everything. And until you get understanding on everything, you'll never really understand nothing. Tap into it. That's what I'm saying. Tap into everything. Because God is in everything and is everything. Like some people might be saying, well, God's sitting in heaven right now on his throne with Jesus sitting on the right hand side. He's in everything. Okay, you think so? Yeah, he does too. He's in me. Is he in you? It's like the Nike commercial. Is it in you? What you think they was talking about? So get your mind up. Understand everything. Overstand everything. You know what I'm saying? Understand everything. Start focusing your attention on you. You know what I'm saying? If you got children, yeah, of course you're going to make sure your children have everything that they need. But stop giving this so much thought and so much energy. You're a parent because you created that situation. Whatever you create, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You got a problem? You created the problem. Take care of it. Get in front of it. You know, a close buddy of mine used to always say, hey, Zach, you got to get in front of it. Hey, warrior, you got to get in front of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you create something, and even if you didn't create it, but you found out about it, somebody came to you and say, hey, we got an issue, this, that, and the third. Boom. Get in front of it. Don't let it get in front of you, because if it's in front of you, then you gotta be chasing after it, trying to fix it. So that's a problem in itself. But I gotta eat my lunch, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go ahead and talk about know yourself and focus on you. Get your shit together, man. You heard me? Can't nobody do for you like you do for you. You know what I'm saying? You owe it to yourself to be the best self that you can ever be. You know what I'm saying? With all that get understanding. You know what I'm saying? You are brilliant. You are special. You are everything. Ain't nothing out here couldn't really exist without you. That's why you're here right now, because you have purpose. The world needs you, and it needs you to be the best you that you can be, so that you can go ahead and mold the future. You creating tomorrow today, and you integral in it. Now you either can be the evil in the world for the future, or you can be the good. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says ain't no man good. You know what I'm saying? But when I do good, then what is that? Huh? When I go ahead and teach these young boys how to be men, what is that? Please make it make sense. I ain't got to be good, but I can do it. So if I do what the Bible say, that mean that I'm doing good? I can get it wrong. They could have had something added to that book. See, natural is righteousness, and righteousness is natural. Is it natural? That's how you go ahead and end all this bullshit. Motherfucker come to me telling me this, that, and third about this, that, and the third. I'd be like, is it natural? They look at me like I'm trying to fucking come for a certain group of people or something. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. I focus on me first, and then I let that shit trickle down to other stuff. Because ain't nobody perfect. That's what make us perfect. Because all this year is. Man, when I look up at the sky, man, the sky, I don't give a damn if it's raining. Ah, perfect, man. We needed some rain. When it's sunny, perfect. We needed some sun. Oh, it's cold. Perfect. I'm so happy it's cold. It was too damn hot this summer. I embrace and I'm grateful, and I show gratitude to what the circumstances and the situation is, even if it's some hard times, because guess what? Through the hard times, I prevail stronger. What don't kill us will make us stronger. Pain is weakness, but leaving the body. Y'all be cool. 100%. Energy straight through the roof. Ha!